Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be going over the details for the Extreme Z Awakening of the Dokkan Festival exclusive INT Kid Goku. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yes, the official Dokkan Twitter page ended up dropping the preview details for this unit here. And I have to say, it's more impressive than I would have thought they would have done for this unit. So let's go ahead and dive in. First and foremost, let's review a video I was supposed to do. Just ended up not dropping it. I don't know what happened. It was the prediction for this EZA here, and this is what it looked like. Now, there is some interesting leader skill changes, which there was precedent before that it was going to be this leader skill, but they changed it there. I would say I came pretty close, except for the additional stuff they added on here. I actually got the super attack mostly right. They added a little bit extra. They definitely added a little bit extra for the defensive boost, but I figured that they're going to boost up the attack and defense per turn from 10% to 20%, which they did, and again, some other items on here. So let's look at the real stats versus my prediction, which it's like 70% there, right? Or let's say 60% there. So this is the unit here, all the details, all the highlights are all the changes, and we'll go through each one of them. First, let's look at the stats. It could be anywhere from like 215 to 216, depending on how the roundup is. We don't have the official numbers in, but HP 19216, 19555 for attack, which is good, and then 12,964, which is also good for defense. Nothing like spectacular, but you know, pretty solid stats increase for the EZA. Now let's look at the rest of the stats here and what that all looks like. Let's start with the leader skill, because this was the most interesting to me, which they had precedent again from the EZA of Tech Hit, and Tech Hit ended up being, I think it was like Universe 6, the 170%. They increased the category to Key Plus 4 170%, which they didn't do here. They just left it as is. But instead of doing that, they ended up increasing the 150%, which Hit ended up increasing that 150 to 160%. They just did the youth category as 170%. So both of the leader categories here is going to be Key Plus 3, HP and attack defense 170% across the board for both of them. Interesting why they ended up doing that. So now let's look at the super attack here. The super attack, again, I think this was probably the most common people were to add on this essay here. I didn't expect this unit to stack or anything of that nature, so the attack and defense for one turn, they made a lot of sense. But I was surprised they ended up changing the medium to high chance, which is going to be really nice for like Super Battle Road and things of that nature. Very nice to have that additional ability on top of the raises attack and defense. So a nice buff to the super attack. Now the passive skill, you can see all the additional yellow highlights that I have here versus the one I did. I expected that this was going to be attack and defense increase from 77% to 159. I think that was an easy call there. What I didn't expect, which this made a lot of sense, was were they going to change this HP remaining, the greater the defensive boost, to something else, and they actually ended up doing that to 159% versus keeping it at 59%. Now, the additional attack boost is 59%. That stayed the same. And then the more HP remaining, the greater attack boost. So you're going to get this right off the bat if you're at full health. Now, as you diminish health, this isn't going to be as strong as a buff there, but this will be up to 159%, which is very, very strong there. Now, I think it's going to start off probably closer to like 30%. I don't know exactly how the math is. I think it's like every 20% it should go down to like the bottom 20%. But again, I don't have the full details there. But I think that's what it's going to look like. Around like 30-31% is when you're going to start with full HP, and then every 20% you reduce, you're going to get a higher boosting there, which is nice to have as a defensive backup there. Again, it's hard to calculate, especially when you're in the midst of battle, to say, okay, where am I exactly when it comes to my defense. The additional boosters was actually interesting. I didn't think they would increase the Key Plus 1 to Key Plus 2. But they ended up doing that, so this is going to make it a lot easier to do a super attack. And then attack defense from 10% to 20%, that was an easy call there, and that's at the start of each turn. So there's no limitation. They don't like put a limitation on the amount of key. So I don't know if it's like up to 5 ki, or is they just say, okay, well, if you have 10 turns, we're gonna give you 20 ki. It's interesting they don't have a limitation. And now they do have a limitation on the attack defense up to 59%. Maybe it's like the 3 turns that you have, because it doesn't make sense for them to continue to stack this key, the plus the key there. Anyway, the attack defense is going to be 20%, which you just need to wait 3 turns and you'll max out of this additional 59% to attack defense. So 3 turns is no problem. Now, this is a really nice thing that they added on here. I didn't think they would, but this provides an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack if HP is 59% or more. So when you're in that high end portion of the beginning of the fight, things of that nature, when your HP is high there, you're gonna have this additional attack, and having this chance for a super attack can boost this up here as well. So I think that's really nice that they have that. Now under 59%, you're gonna have a problem, but then your defense is boosted up. So again, interesting how they're doing this here. Performs critical hit when HP is 59% or less. Now before this was just once only, and they removed the once only, which I actually did not have it on here. So now anytime you're under 59% or less, you get the crit, that's really strong. And then plus an additional attack 59% when attacking, and stuns the enemy's attack once only when your HP is 59% or less. So instead of or 59% or less when attacking. So not only that you can do a critical hit, you're gonna get an additional 59% and the stun the enemy's attack if that's a ability there once only, and again, that's a nice little bonus. So when you're under 59%, you're gonna do a lot of damage and have a lot of defensive boost here. The only thing that you're not going to have is this additional attack when you're under 59%. When you're over it, you're going to get the additional attack here, but I think you're a lot better when you're under 59%. So everything else stays the same as far as we know. The link skills are not all that great. You have Kamehameha, which can be useful on different teams here, but Guidance of Dragon Balls, All in the Family, Innocence, Incredible Adventure, Turtle School, Fierce Battle, not very common outside of like the DB Saga youth categories on there. So if you're going to be using on other teams, it's going to be interesting how you use this unit here. And generally speaking, this is going to be a floater because he doesn't link with the triple double Goku because it's the same name. And unfortunately, the triple double Goku is running in the 2nd position, so that's not going to link at all. So yeah, you're maybe not running on these on these teams here, but maybe some other teams like a Pure Saiyan's team, Goku's Family, stuff like that. That might be even better. Like Low Class Warrior, this is a huge upgrade for Low Class Warrior for sure. And but anyway, the categories: Low Class Warrior, Full Power, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Dragon Ball Seekers, Youth, DB Saga, Kamehameha, Bond, Master of the Cyber, Revenge, Rapid Growth, Survivors, Giant Ape Power, Turtle School. That's going to be an interesting team there. Powerful Comeback, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, and Parent. The bond of parent and child. So a lot of categories this unit actually ends up being on, so that's going to give you some huge added advantage if you don't have like the triple double Goku, or if you want to run a DB Saga or youth category, you don't have the triple double Goku, you can run this as the leader and still have a decent boost there. And that would make sense a little bit on running it that way, because this could be maybe on a 2nd position on a main rotation because you don't have 2 of the physical Kid Goku. So but all in all, I think they did a wonderful job here. I thought they would do a lot less. I didn't think this unit would be all that relevant once he EZA'd. But again, I think this unit is pretty relevant, especially on certain types of events. And it'll be interesting to see what the testing looks like, and damage output, even the defense when it's under a certain percentage point. What did that actually look like? So anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this good? Is this bad? I think it's on the good side. Thumbs up from me to Dokkan here on this EZA. Again, in my opinion, I don't expect EZAs to be like the best units in the game, but comment in the comment section below what you guys all think. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.